Hello, dog, dog, dog. Are you at home? I have a very special message for you. Today is the most important day of Buddha that takes place only like once a year. Buddha very kindly went to Tushita, heaven, during the course of one rainy season retreat in order to benefit his mother, Maya Devi. After her passing away, she reborn in Tushita. So, to repay the kindness of Buddha and Buddha's kindness to his mother, he went all the way to Tushita to be able to give teachings to her and all other celestial beings in Tushita. So that taking place on the 15th of Tuesday of 2022. So it's known as Lhabab Duchen, descending from Tushita. When he returned, at the request of many of his students, that seeing that Buddha is absent from this world for a couple of months, so all his students requested to his close disciples, who has the capacity to be able to go to celestial world. So they sent a message, requested them to go to welcome Buddha, return to human world. So Buddha accepted, and he came, return to this world, human world, from the Tushita heaven, celestial world. And he came back with all the celestial, like kings, Indra, Brahma, all of them. So that takes place on the Tuesday, the 15th of November, 2022. According to Tibetan lunar calendar, it takes place on the full moon. No, not full moon. On the 22nd of the 9th month, 22nd of 9th month. So he returned from the Tushita. So as this is something really very precious, I really would like you to know it takes place according to lunar calendar on the 22nd of 9th month. And so I would like you to know this. I think of our most precious guide or teacher, Buddha Shakyamuni. On this day, please, whatever you can, please do everything that is positive by your body, by your speech, and by our mind. Because we all want to be happy. None of us want to suffer. So we have to provide the cause of happiness, engaging in virtue by our body, by our speech, and by our mind, for the well-being of all our mothers. So that's my heartfelt request to every one of you who listen to this message. Please do whatever you can. First thing is very important, we have to examine. We have to check. We are the only one who can know what's going on in our body, in our speech, in our mind. No one can check this. So we have to check. And then try to engage the whole day, if it's possible the whole month, this month is Lhabab Duchen, the precious day took place during the 9th month, according to lunar calendar, on the 22nd of 9th month. So please do whatever you can, virtuous, meritorious actions by our body, by our speech, and by our mind. So first, as usual, and also is something related to Buddha Shakyamuni himself. So we call upon Buddha himself. Lama Dumba Jumden de Shen Shek Rajamba Yang Tapa Zobe Sanj Bejawa Shakya Toba La Chan Zelo Deyata Mone Mone Mahamuna Yeso Deyata Mone Mone Mahamuna Yeso Deyata Mone Mone Mahamuna Yeso Mone Mone Mahamuna Yeso Mone Mone Mahamuna Yeso Mone Mone Mahamuna Yeso. Along with, we will also call upon Guru Rinpoche Padmasambhava, who is no other than Buddha himself, as Buddha himself mentioned in Mahabharinirvana Sutra. Just before he is passing away, after all his students request him to remain, he said that he have to leave, but he will come back in this world within 8 years, as it states in the sutra that ngane dene minangna lone churu nyechena dana koshi solindo ngal lakpeti jung yes naya yusmin. After my departure, I will reappear in the lake of Dhanakosha. People might consider too, but it's not. I will benefit beings in a most exceptional way. So we're so fortunate to have Buddha himself in the form of Guru Padmasambhava. So we call upon Guru Rinpoche. This mantra that we are chanting is although we would say mantra of Guru Padmasambhava, in fact it's mantra of all the Buddhas. Om Bhajrang Guru Padmasedev. Om Bhajrang Guru Padmasedev. Om Bhajrang Guru Padmasedev. Om Bhajrang Guru Padmasedev. Guru Rinpoche is a manifestation of also the Lord of great compassion, nature of compassion for all the enlightened ones. So let's call upon Jendrisik, the Buddha of great compassion. Om Mani Padme Ore. Om Mani Padme Ore. Om Mani Padme Ore. Om Mani Padme Ore. Now we will call upon the Buddha Amitabha, who is no other than the source of manifestation of Lord of great compassion, Buddha Amitabha, or Padme in Tibetan. Om Amindevare, Om Amindevare, Om Amindevare, Om Amindevare. Now we all want to have good health and long life, For this, there's no other Buddha than Buddha of infinite life. I may tell you, Marane Jivande So, Marane Jivande So, Marane Jivande So, Marane Jivande So. Now we call upon Buddha of medicine because everyone wish to have good health. Deyadam Bekanze Ma Bekanze Raja Samadga Deyeso Deyadam Bekanze Ma Bekanze Raja Samadga Deyeso Deyadam Bekanze Ma Bekanze Raja Samadga Deyeso. Now let's call upon Mother Tara, Tara, for protection, for guidance. Tare du re so. Tare du re so. Tare du re ye so. Tare du re so. Let's call upon the Buddha of wisdom, Manjushri. Amara bhajana de, Amara bhajana de, Amara bhajana de. Amwangishore mum, Amwangishore mum, Amwangishore mum. Amvajedam nama, Amvajedam nama, Amvajedam nama. Now, let's call upon the mind of all the Buddhas. Vajrapani, Vajrapani Om, Vajrapani Om, Vajrapani Om. I wish you all and everyone have a most wonderful day and weeks in a year, months and years. May everything be positive for you. For this, please do what you can in virtuous actions by examining how is your body, speech and mind. And especially mind is so important, as we know Buddha mentions in his teaching. Amye dharmaye tu prabhavay tu dekan tathakat hayavad dekan chayan roda bhamad ma shamanaye soha. Chana thamchik yele chung teju dekin chokpad. Gijin shimbe deke song dekpa chiyame cheshen gowa pasam sokwaj. Rangi semni yung so dene sanje tempayin. Everything is interdependence. Everything has a cause. The Tathagata, the Buddha Shakyamuni mentions as follows. Avoid all kind of harms by your body, by your speech, and by your mind. Engage in virtue, especially train your mind. Training mind is something really very precious. You can only train your mind observing what's going on in state of mind. So therefore, please follow your breath. Try to be aware. Please do not get distracted. Do not follow in negative thoughts, negative speech, negative actions. Especially, please try and train your mind. When you're training, it's very important to train on the basis of love, compassion, joy, and impartiality. When you talk about the love, it's wishing everyone, every living being to be happy with the cause of happiness. When you talk about compassion, wishing everyone be free from suffering and cause of suffering. And also, all this is very important to be done in a state of mind with joy, instead of jealousy, but to do everything with joy for the well-being of others. And then in a perfect impartiality, whatever you wish, you should wish for every living being. And also, it's really important on the basis of four boundaries, combined with like 6 or 10 parameters: generosity, discipline, patience, and diligence, and concentration, and wisdom. And also you can combine with the strength and skillful means, and strength, aspiration, and the pranjana. With this, we should engage in virtue. Please try to do whatever you can to help every living being, regardless whether human beings or non-human beings. Even insignificant things please try to give to the animals, especially during the winter. They are lacking food and shelter. To humans and non-humans, whoever you can. With this, I send you all my love, compassion, joy, and impartiality, wishing that every one of you be well, and please try to support those organizations who give shelters, feed animals, feed human beings. Also save life, saving lives and saving yourself. If you want to be in peace, please try to help others in the best what you can. With all my love to every one of you, have a wonderful Buddha's Day, Lhabab Duchen, descending from Dushita, after teaching and benefiting his mother and all the celestial beings by Buddha Shakyamuni. Thank you so much. All my best wishes.